Hey, Stevie Nani here. Before we get to our junkyard crawl video for today, just a heads up, on October 1st, if you're in the Durant, Oklahoma area, I'll be there live at Spanky Assiter's inaugural Freedom Choctaw Collector Car Auction at the Choctaw Casino and Resort Event Center, again in Durant, Oklahoma, where a whole bunch of cool collector cars are going to get sold, many of them at no reserve. And I'll be on the stage live doing commentary. One of the best cars and most special cars in that event is going to be the actual 58 Chevrolet Impala, fully restored, that was once owned by Peggy Sue Gerron. Yes, that Peggy Sue, the star of several Buddy Holly songs. Pretty, pretty, pretty Peggy Sue. That was her 58 Impala. That car is going to get sold at no reserve, again, on October 1st at the inaugural Freedom Choctaw Collector Car Auction in Durant, Oklahoma, October 1st. Be there if you want to take a shot at that car and just check out a great auction. Okay, let's get right into the junkyard crawl here at Bernardston Auto Wrecking. Hey, Stevie Nani here doing the junkyard crawl at Bernardston Auto Wrecking in Bernardston, Massachusetts, with something that some people would call a Jag Wire, or if you're British, a Jaguar, or me, a Jaguar. This is an XJ6, also known as the XJ Saloon, and these are made between 1968 and 1992, and about 318,000 of these four-door saloons, or sedans, as we call them, were built between that 1968 and 1992 time period. Now, the beautiful thing about these cars, frankly, is the styling. I mean, I love these cars, the way that the headlights are sort of sculpted around the bodywork, the grille. And again, this is a Vanden Plas. We'll get to that in a minute, but the grille on this is a little bit brighter because of the fact that it's a Vanden Plas. And of course, Vanden Plas was a British coach builder to royalty in the 1920s and beyond. And so Jaguar utilized the Vanden Plas nameplate on the top-level Jaguar XJ Saloon, like we have here. But something we'll find under the hood that was shared on all kinds of Jaguars from 1949 onward is a Hemi. Yeah, it's a Hemi. Now, you're not going to see a Hemi emblem on this, but this is the Sir William Lyons designed legendary dual overhead cam Jaguar 6-cylinder engine. This one's a 4.2 liter, but these were made as small as 2.7 liters in certain British applications. But what we notice here is a cam cover here, a cam cover there, a big chain in the front, powering those two, but down the middle, the spark plug wires go straight down that. This is an inline Hemi. And you thought Chrysler did it first. Nope, Jaguar had these things in 49 onward. Now this one has a Lucas electronic fuel injection. We see the word Lucas right here. And Lucas, of course, also known as the Prince of Darkness. The other joke being, here's another Lucas name right here. Why do the British drink warm beer? Because the refrigerators are all made by Lucas. Ha ha ha. But again, this is the underpinnings here. There were V12 versions of these also. You know, interesting cars. Now this one here, being a Vanden Plas, will have the full boat luxury interior with walnut veneer on every surface. Take that, thank you, Super Shane, open that door, I'll meet you inside. And yeah, now this is from the days when steering wheels were still very simple, no airbag here. This is adjustable for height. You move the collar and it should go up and down. There we go, like that. Kind of cool little details. The center console with the shifter. There was never a full width bench in a Jaguar XJ Saloon. They were all sporting in nature, but we notice here the Vanden Plas. And again, the thing about this, the walnut was all cut from the same tree and then loaded end on end, so even the doors and the dash would match the grain. And indeed, here is a 1988 Jaguar dealer brochure that shows the whole deal about the Vanden Plas and its luxurious appointments. We see on the next page right here, here are those fine British craftsmen applying the highest level of British attention to the wrong detail. Joking. But again, the Vanden Plas was quite the full boat car. We'll go to the next set of doors on the back here. And Super Shane, if you can open your back door right there. Hats off to Super Shane Richardson, our ace cameraman, editor, programmer. But again, the Vanden Plas had central air in the center, literally right here. There's an outlet here, so rear seat passengers can focus the AC to suit their needs. Also, the Vanden Plas had a center armrest that pulls down. You see it right here. Pull that down like that, open it up and see what we got. Any Hope diamonds? No, no diamonds in there, just mold and ants. But again, the leather interior was Vanden Plas stuff. In fact, I believe all XJ Saloons had leather, at least for the American marketplace. But again, the body on these was steel and as prone to rust as any steel car from any other car maker. But this does have the optional sunroof, which was an aluminum panel, and this goes down and slides back inside, doesn't pop up. But again, full boat, fully loaded. Now this car had a cell phone at one point in time. We can see right here, probably some doctor owned this thing with one of those suitcase-sized cell phones. Here's the antenna, the transmitter and receiver. One thing too that's kind of cool about the XJ Saloon is the gas tank. There's an outlet on both fender tops. Right here we see how you push this down, and these are real, there's not a dummy. These are both attached and linked to the same gas tank, but the beauty of this is that when you pull into a gas station, you don't have to remember and predict, oh, which side's the filler on? Either side. So that's the beauty here. It's not like there's two tanks. It's not like a Super Duty pickup truck from Ford, but actually that's a cool little touch on these things. Now again, on the back, usually a Jaguar XJ6 will have XJ6 over here, or if you're lucky, 12 in some European. But this one here, well, Vanden Plas right here. And of course, Vanden Plas, nice quality detail. But this is a, a nice metal emblem. It's not plastic. It's held on with two studs. But again, Vanden Plas, a British coach builder from the 1920s onward. They built a lot of the royal carriages and that sort of thing. And again, when you don't see the XJ6, but you see Vanden Plas, that's the top of the line XJ Saloon. In the trunk, here we have a commodious trunk, or the boot, as they might say over in across the pond. Underneath here, spare tire well. An electric fuel pump down there, look at that, nicely accessible. There's the filter, I believe that's the pump, but anyway, yeah, big place. The original jack is here. The spare tire is gone. That would have been a mini spare. But again, nicely lined trunk interior. Big bumpers on these things, of course. The ones sent to America had to have larger bumpers than European spec cars to suit our 5-mile-per-hour impact mandate. This car, of course, like all of them, does have a radio. Here's the power antenna right here, which is actually it's sort of a nylon stick that has wire in it, but these become very brittle with time and do that. But again, this goes up and down. It's like a coil, kind of an interesting design. I'm not sure who patented that, but good idea except for the execution. The plastic gets brittle and cracks. But this is the story of the Jag Wire, Jaguar, Jaguar Vanden Plas, whatever you want to call it. Here at Bernison Auto Wrecking, probably seen its last mile. But again, beautiful styling. Will these ever be collectible? Well, they're kind of coming on strong. In particular, the XJ12, the XJSs, those two-door coupes like the Saint, that British James Bond character type, used to drive that white one there. But again, the two-doors are kind of valuable. The four-doors like this, I dare say, clean examples will probably enjoy the limelight, if not now, pretty soon. But this one here, again, is probably all done. But if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the SteamMax YouTube channel. We'll be back with more Junkyard Crawl tomorrow from Bernison Auto Wrecking.